One of my favorite touches on the album is like the interludes.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know, like, when did that process of the interludes, did you know you always wanted to do interludes? Was it while you were building the songs that you were like, hey, I think this adds to the storytelling of it all?
You know, it actually came in very late. So,
Okay.
yeah. So we had spent, you know, almost the bulk of a year writing the record. I obviously had gone through a pretty significant, impactful breakup in that time, which kind of like redirected where we were going with the song. And as the mixes were coming in and I was kind of hearing how it was shaping, I had revisited these videos that I made during the breakup. So I felt compelled, and I honestly don't know why, but I felt compelled to like keep this almost like video diary. I think it was because what I was feeling was so much more significant than any breakup I had been through. And I was like, I want to remember this because I feel like this, so it becomes such a blur when you're in those emotional times, right?
100%.
And so I had kind of started revisiting those videos. And then that's when the idea kind of hit me as I was like watching the videos. I was like, what song was I writing at this point? And so that's how I kind of went back and forth. And that's how I kind of like picked the ones that I picked, because I wanted to choose the things that were even more real in that moment, feeling like it could give this kind of like additional emotional context to what I was doing. That was kind of like the idea behind it. But it came very late. It was within like the last, you know, the mixes had been coming in, and I contacted one of my producers. I was like, what do you think about this? He was like, I don't know. Like, let me hear it.
No, let's do it.
Yeah. And I was like, I think if my instinct is telling me it's right, then to follow it.
I think it adds like a lot of texture and flavor to the album. It almost like acts almost like where you can see where, oh, this is where she's at now in the album.
Yeah, it reads to me like a very much a drunk voicemail almost that you would leave, and like you can see the progress as you go through it. So did the album start as a breakup album, or were you already writing the album when the breakup happened?
I was already writing the album. So the first song we wrote was Dumpster Fire, which feels now like ironic.